Hey guys, what's up? I need a mic check. Mic check. Is the mic to music ratio good, guys? What's good? Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate it. Mic check. Okay. So the music is a bit quiet. What's up, bro? How's everybody doing today? Somebody said music a bit lower. Mic is perfect. Thank you. So the music is too loud. Alright, so I guess the music is good. So yeah, what's up? How's everybody doing in the chat? We'll do like I'm gonna do a new chart today because ever since we got into this range, I've just been pretty much like, you know, waiting for the bigger move to happen. What's up, bro? It's good. All right. So yeah, how's the chat doing? Have you guys been trading this weekend? The price action has been, you know, ugly. Okay. Not today. Yeah, that's good. So I think I'll start like in a minute or two. Let's just wait for more people to come in. So yeah, is the chat bullish right now? If you're bullish and you think that we will be going to 50K, just put bullish. Wow, the whole chat is not bullish. Okay, we got some people bullish. Doge 95 cents bullish. Doge at 95 cents, bro. I think those days are gone. Bullish, bearish, bullish. So yeah, since my short, I think I scalped one day, like during this volatility over here, and I've just been like taking it easy on this price action because you know we're still in the range, but I think we can do a better range today when I chart something. So I'll do a new chart, see if we can see some plays. Yeah, so so yeah, I think Bitcoin doesn't look as bullish as people think it is. Not yet, at least. We still got time. Doesn't it depend on stocks opening today? It depends. Sometimes during red days, there isn't you know, there isn't red days on crypto, but we'll see if there's a correlation. I think that's something like we have to look out for. If there is going to be a correlation, because right now, if we look at SPY, doesn't look good. So this is traditional markets. From here, so that's 2%. Wow. Imagine that people right now are panicking in the stock market on a 2% dip. Meanwhile, Bitcoin just pretty much took like a, what is that, 20% dip. So the boomers are panicking on 2%. That's hilarious. Yeah, so yeah, this is pretty much the short I'm in. I'm out of the short. I just have a I just have a small hedge. But yeah, like I don't even know if I would have closed it, but my bids closed it for me. So I have a small hedge. But right now, let's just look at price action. Let's just do like a fresh chart. and then we can talk about this, because I think this is the range I did on last stream right here. I think this was like the cheat sheet, but as you can see, like we're even below the range. Like, so we was here for the past 2 days, and now like Bitcoin is like struggling, and this pattern here is just bearish. Like, you have to understand, like, this here is bearish because the bears just literally took that whole uptrend, and let's see, this was, look at that, like, what is that, 30 minutes? So they just took a whole uptrend that was consolidating for about 10 hours, and they just nuked it in 30 minutes. So that in itself is just bearish. All right, so we'll see what happens, because there's still a lot of time, you know, but we know there's trapped longs here, trapped as fuck, excuse my language, right? Because if they didn't you know, get stopped out, they're still holding. So 45.8 is the trapped area. So yeah, let's take a look at a new chart now, and let's see if we could chart something, because I do have other charts, but you know, I want to do a new chart so we can get a fresh bias, and then we'll just review some other charts that I have, so we can talk about like the bigger picture and whatnot. So yeah, we'll start new, we'll switch it up this stream, and then see how it goes. Just give me a second, let me find a chart. So yeah, we got plenty of charts. All right, maybe we could start with this chart here. No live trading this stream. I'm not sure, maybe, but we'll have to see. I think so I pretty much took like yesterday off. I think I took a trade on SRM, but I took today off and yesterday. So I got to get back into scalping, so I got to watch price action. That's my rules. So I'm not going to take a trade until, you know, we get below here. And if I'm scalping, I'm just going to like find the range now to see if we got some plays. All right, so we could start with this chart. So, all right, let me just delete this. Yeah, this was the legendary tweet right here. The short squeeze. If only I held my long. Yeah, we got wrecked. But anyways, let's just start with a fresh chart. AVAX rugged after new all-time high. Wow. Yeah, we'll look at AVAX as well. So we could look at all of that stuff later. For now, let's just see hourly time frames. What do we have? Okay. So uptrend, nuked. All right, so the first area that I want to draw here is a little zone over here. We'll just do like a zone. Hold on, let me just switch up the music real quick. Yeah, did AVAX get wrecked? I missed that play, by the way, but it's all good. All right, so we drew this zone, okay? And because the reason I'm drawing this zone here is because the bulls need to get above this level if we have any chance at a bull market, all right? Because like, here's the break of structure completely. We had this level here, old resistance, and we nuked right through it. So that's going to be the first area that the bulls will have to break in order for us to continue to 100K, 60K, or whatever, you know. But until then, you know, myself, I'm not going to be overly bullish, all right? So if I'm playing these areas, they're going to be like, I guess, intraday trades and whatnot. So I'm not going to expect that we go to the highs until I see a break. So the plan would be to keep trading and hold spot completely. All right, so we drew that first level here, and we have the old resistance that broke us to this, you know, temporary high, I guess, of last month. And now it's gonna be a level that's going to be important once the bulls get back up here. But before there, they have a lot of work to do. They have a lot of work to do, actually, because, you know, when we nuked here, right, we still have this level that, you know, we haven't really tested, 47.5, you know? Like, if we was very bullish, these areas would have gotten tested. But you can see, like, you know, the buyers can't really push the price up, or not yet, you know? So first area to watch would be around 47.3-ish right here. Okay, so that's going to be a key level going into this week, next week, or whatever, you know? Because in order for us to have any chance to test this level, we have to break cleanly above 47.3. So until then, we still have more downside, all right? So we have to flip this little consolidation range that has been going on for 5 days, okay? So we have to flip that. That's first. All right, so that's that. Let's see what else we got. 30-minute time frame. All right, so we have so 30-minute time frame. We have this little order block here. So here's why this area is key. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. So if you do a replay tool, right, and you go like something like, actually, replay tool. Okay, so my replay tool is not working. Wow, nice. Is the replay really not working? Wow, that's horrible. All right, so maybe we could refresh this. Hopefully they don't nuke my chart. That'll be tough. All right, so we got the chart here. Where's the chart? This. So let's see if we refresh and do a replay tool. So I'm gonna talk about why I think that level is gonna be key, because we're actually near it now. Okay, so all right, so if we do a replay tool, I would say to here. So the range here is basically, these are the lows. You can mark a level here, right? Because we had 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. All right. So we could do a small level here, and then we could do another level here, since this is like an untested low. So we broke below it, or we kind of like, yeah, we SFP'd it first, small SFP on a 30-minute time frame, and then nuked below it, because you can see right here how they did it. So this is the order blocks that I always talk about. So you have the order block here, and then, you know, people are buying, and then they do the breaker candle here, right? So we nuked below that level. So that's, I think, key on the lower time frames. So there we go, and then here we go. So we broke the structure here once we got, you know, the clean break above this level. So 45.3 was supposed to hold as, you know, bullish structure. So we continue breaking it, and now we're pretty much here. Okay, so that area is key for lower time frames. So I think that'll be a good area with tight invalidation right now. So let's see, since we have these levels, what else? What other levels look good right here in this range? So clearly we want to mark, I would say, this area right here, because we kind of like try to hold support in this area. So we can mark this on lower time frames just in case we pump there. Right, so we got that. And then this is the breaker candle over here. So right here, 45, 46K. Let's see, do we have any levels? Yeah, so this is a fresh chart. So if you have questions, feel free to ask questions, because I haven't charted in, I think, in like 2 or 3 days. So I'm just doing something fresh so I could just, you know, get attuned with what price is doing. See, like when you miss 1 day of watching price action or 2, you kind of like lose the edge, or like, you know, but you can try to find it on the chart. So like I see we consolidated here, and on this candle down, let's go to the 15-minute time frame, or the 15-second. All right. So anybody that bought here was right away underwater. So 45.8, they're underwater, and you know, if they didn't close their positions, then they would be looking to close if we pump there. So it's going to be a key area, and we'll see what happens because they're underwater, and maybe we could see on a footprints chart what's gonna happen. So yeah, like you have a setup there for intraday positions because you can invalidate above. So I already see 3 types of plays from this setup right here. So like if we pump, you can try to take an early scalp short here and target, you know, the other low here, or you can try to take the short over here at this candle and then stop above, or you can just be extra patient and see if they run these highs to take a short. So you have a good risk to reward with tight invalidation for intraday over here. And yeah, let's see if we could add some intraday trend lines, to be honest. And then maybe I can talk about long scenarios intraday. All right, so we have this range. I just want to see if I could get any type of trend lines that I don't have, or maybe some new stuff. All right, so we connect something like this. This ain't the best trend line, to be honest. I'm just trying to see if there is any hugging towards this trend line. So yeah, this trend line, I would not consider it strong, but you know, there's some kind of price action going on the trend line. You see, like you can say this was resistance, break, retest, and then we retest it here, and we retest it here. This is like tight consolidation. So I guess it's all right. It's not the best trend line, but it's fine because we have resistance, 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 break. All right, so I guess that's that. Let's see if we could do something else. This trend line here. I don't know about this trend line. Not as clean. That's fine. We'll just hide this one for now because maybe it can help us out later. All right, so we'll just remove that. All right, so let's look intraday. Okay. So we marked out this level here because it was kind of support, you know, resistance, resistance, and now here we go. See, we broke above it and we just broke cleanly. So I guess if we look at this level, yeah, we just cleanly broke over here. So ideally, you would wait until price gets up here if you're gonna do intraday shorts, in my opinion. Like me, I wouldn't take these positions. You know, these aren't the highest risk to reward, but nonetheless, it's still good RR, but I personally wouldn't take it. The setup I would like to take here is probably like a stop run up here or something with like bearish flow, and then I'll short it. But over here, I think it would be a better. You just have to look and see if people are panic closing longs, because we know they're already underwater if they didn't get stopped out. So that's this level. That's 45.8. and 45.890. So I think maybe they will test that level while we're on stream. So it'll be interesting to see price action if it gets there, to be honest. What? Oh, what's scared? Oh, I'm weak. I think you're talking about the alerts. Yeah, I have recurring alerts, so lower that volume. All right, so what else? Well, it's just clear to me that the bulls have a lot of work to do, and we're gonna need to see like a lot of volume, you know, because there's gonna be some resistance levels on the way up, you know. So I think 47.4 would be the first test. So a break above here, and then we're talking. But still, there's still room, you know, that there's gonna be more resistance. Like in this area too, this order block here on the lower time frames, there's gonna be people shorting this. So that's around 48.6, 49. There's gonna be people just waiting there to short. Because these are all high risk to reward setups, because I mean, if you're gonna short here, then your stop loss is right above it. So I think they're pumping. So it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen here, you know. But I wouldn't short this because, like I said, I don't really take these plays as much. But up here, that would be a good risk to reward. All right, so let's go to the footprints and let's see what happened, because I wasn't really looking at this. So let's see if we can see something. So we got shorts closing their positions on Bybit. So price could be pumping on futures because shorts are closing. And yeah, it's kind of funny now that the spot markets are leading price. You know, if you guys remember, while we were here in these ranges, you know, this whole time from like 46 plus, the future market was leading the price. So there was a like 50 to 70 premium, and now it's pretty much flat. So like, you know, it's interesting. So it's good. I mean, people are buying spot. That's what you really want to see, to be honest. All right, so we have this chart, and I have plenty of levels, but I'm just gonna start removing these levels because I see there's two trend lines. So only the trend lines will remain. So those like alerts are too loud. All right, maybe I could turn it off on this one. There we go. So yeah, these are not strong trend lines here. I wouldn't really take a trade based off them. All right, over here we have nothing, and we just drew this. So we're just gonna set alerts at 45.8. Actually, let's not do that. It's probably gonna be too loud. All right, so we'll stop all the alerts. So it's interesting. We're seeing some buying 1 hour before the daily close. So maybe we could go to higher time frames. Do you ever look at Obv Divergence? I look at it, and I don't really use it in my trading, but sometimes I just like to just take a look at it. So like if you see here, we could go on FTX and see how the perps are doing. I would have OBV right here. And it's just similar to CVD. Like if you look at the CVD, it's pretty much like the same type of pattern, right? But I guess on the OVD it's a little bit more clearer. And then open interest down here. So CVD, so FTX has bought the dip. They're buying. You can see the open interest going up as well as the buy pressure. So they're going straight into this level, which is very interesting because I didn't really think it would happen this fast. So they're Dalai Lama. If you guys know who Dalai Lama is, this is the potential Dalai Lama here. You can't say I never pumped the market. Stream started, we was dying, and now we pumping. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. That's the Dalai Lama right there. There's no way they don't run this high. I'd be very surprised because they just ripped right through this level, and there's a bunch of like longs holding here. So the longs didn't puke yet, which is very interesting. This is the Dalai Lama pattern. It's setting up to take these highs. Dalai Lama is SBF. Yeah, there you go. See? Dalai Lama. So at this point, it'll be weird if they don't take these highs, because this pattern here is the recipe for that. AVAX didn't move. AVAX down bad. Solana. Yeah, did anybody see this wick on Solana? Like, just look how crazy this wick is. So this is the 5-second time frame. So each candle represents 5 seconds of price movement, and just look. So massive, 4%, 50 million market cap, 4%. Yeah, this is spot. So somebody sold heavy on spot, literally, and then not even 5 seconds it got bought. So that's interesting. It happened the other day too. I remember. You see right here, the same thing happened, you see? They had, it was, this was a, same thing. This was actually worse, 5% wick. And you see they filled it over time. Yeah, so he just filled it. Wow, interesting. They just filled it. So that could have been confluence, but you know, we were slacking and didn't take that. That's 11% right there. So it's filled now. So I mean, unless they want to fill this one, then you just be prepared to long here. You know? So that's a level to watch there. Oh wow, and look at that. They have like the 15-minute breaker candle. So this was very precise. You had the 15-minute breaker candle that sent us to the Tom Brady commercial here. I'm in. It was around here. So they were in over here, Tom Brady. Like they were in here and now they're down bad. Well, Tom Brady is up, to be honest. Because Tom Brady was in at like maybe 40 or something. So yeah, maybe Solana starts trending up and AVAX starts slowing down, but we'll see. It's so Solana on the 30-minute time frame, because I might trade this as well if we see some like, you know, bullish, you know, structure. Maybe we could just long this right now, like, to be honest, because we have invalidation now, but it's like very deep. So if you take in swing failure patterns, like, I mean, you would want to enter after the close, but you can see like this is very far, you know, but that's your invalidation. So I personally wouldn't take it, but you have an invalidation here. I just wait to see if they try to fill down there. So yeah, let's look at, oh wow, I'm talking about Solana. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is, you know, en route to Dalai Lama. So yeah, now that we see this and bulls can potentially take out this high, let's just see if we could get a mid level of this range, I guess. So for now, we could just hide this trend line. All right, so where was I? Second. That's the Dalai Lama. So you just don't short these patterns, by the way. Like something like this, you don't really short this. So what we can do now is try to find a mid-range. All right, so minutes. Okay, so we got these levels here. So let's just do like a fib tool. Where is my fib tool? This. Let's try to get a mid-range level. So 0.5 is 46.72. There you go. That's what you call volume as F right now. And that's the mid-level we just did. It just tapped like the mid-level. That's crazy. See, this is why you don't short unless you know what you're doing, bro. Like, damn. So shorts, did they even get a chance? Like 30-second. So no big shorts was here, or else price would have stalled. They just ripped right through it. So this was 45.8. 45.8. Yeah, you can see, look. All right, here you go. You see this short closed right at 45.8, his invalidation. And now a long just closed here as well. So a long is closing. So I guess like now you have maybe a setup, because as you can see, we drew that mid-range in this consolidation area. And now you have the mid-range. So I think now, like, maybe Bitcoin tries to go above, and then from there you would just look for the top part. But we'll see how price is going to react at this level. This is the mid-range, by the way. So this is the mid-range, and we saw longs taking profit and shorts closing in this area. So like this area. What did I do? Okay. So yeah, this whole area was shorts closing. Somebody got wrecked. And now we're in that mid-range of this consolidation area. So we have 2 days of consolidation, the first touch of the mid-range. So yeah, now we can see if the bulls or bears are in control, because now all the shorts got stopped out. So now the bulls just need to continue the momentum up. And the daily, there's 50 minutes until the daily close, so you know, that's very interesting. So let's see. All right, so the stock market, SPY opened green, so SPY is up right now. So SPY is green. The dollar is still not dead. You see, because it just made a higher low on the 4 hour. So that's the swing level. So yeah, watching the dollar will be key to see what the institutions will be doing. So I do recommend that you track the dollar to see what's going on and how the bigger players plan to, you know, trade the dollar this week. Because you can see even price action, this is like a 4-hour block right here on lower time frames. So this is the DXY, the dollar, and you see there's a 4-hour block over here. Price action just works everywhere, but at the same time, the break of structure is still here. So, you know, this is just a swing high or low, so maybe it could go higher. And I don't think that would be as good for Bitcoin. But yeah, just looking at the 4-hour close, it doesn't look bad, but you never know. Just be patient. So if we are gonna pump on daily, then the area I'm expecting minimum is going to be, hold on, where's that chart? Okay, so I would assume that they at least get above to 47.3 to test this range right here. So did Elon tweet something? This is a Dalai Lama right here. This is the pattern Haska likes to refer to as the Dalai Lama. And you see that 30-minute structure now turned into demand here at 45K. So 45K is the new demand area. And then we have these lows over here. So yeah, bulls have just formed structure on lower time frame. So let's see what happens. But I think we will get like a stall here. So ideally, if we're gonna stall here, then you're gonna expect for a continuation from like these highs over here. And then definitely this. So if both of these levels nuke, then, you know, not as bullish. Please share your thoughts on FTT. Sure, I'll just I'll look at FTT real quick. All right, so we're gonna look at FTT. All right, so FTT, I mean, it's still in an uptrend. It actually looks similar to Solana, but there's still levels that we need to close on above FTT. So I think the most important level would be this area here. So $80, and then it'll be all-time highs in my opinion. Elon Musk. So this is Elon Musk's tweet that pumped. Seriously? They will just pump off of anything. Do we see Dogecoin? 15 minutes ago, did Dogecoin go up? Wow, I guess it did go up. Sheesh. Wow, his tweet sent it 5%. Hilarious. Yeah, this is a strong candle, but it's an Elon pump, so you just never know. But I think this would be a clean level to play on. Like this is, it doesn't get cleaner than this right here. Like this level right here, it just doesn't, I don't think it get more cleaner than this. So you see you had the breaker 4-hour candle, the retest failed, trapped longs. So this will be the first area. If you are longing here, by the way, that's like 15%. But at the end of the day, it's an Elon candle, and from just watching, a lot of the times they get retraced. So it will be interesting to see. Like this is the candle right here. So what happened here? Vertical accumulation. So yeah, inside job, bro. Look at this price action. Look at the time of the tweet. Just like perfect timing. And I guess he plays stupid. Like imagine accumulating here for about an hour and just putting out a tweet. Boom. Disrespected. All right, so yeah, let's take a look at Bitcoin. See what's the play on Bitcoin. All right, so it's near that 50 equilibrium, I guess. You can say this is equilibrium of this range, and we're testing it. So ideally, to be bullish, we're gonna have to start closing above this range here, and you can see price got shifted here. So this is right at that equilibrium level. So now we're here. So we have to start closing above here if we're gonna pump. So yeah, that's still something to watch. So my positions right now on Bitcoin, I'm holding I would say 85% position, and then I have hedged some of it, I would say around here, the 15% around here. All right, so let's talk about the big picture now. Let's just take a look at a big picture one more time. Hold on, before we go there. Okay, these are the trend lines that are crazy. Like I'd probably take longs at these trend lines over here. Actually, I will. So like, if we get something like this, I'd be longing down here with invalidation here because that's like 42K. And then if we break 42K, then, you know, we got other levels that we will just discuss right now. But yeah, you can see sellers selling, stepping up at the equilibrium. So yeah, we go into the white chart. White chart time. Hedge your eyes. This is a chart we had for ages. And this is our bigger picture time frame. So we mark these levels because here, this is 12-hour order blocks. All right. So just focus on this price action here real quick. So on the breakdown, you see we have 2 order blocks here. That's why I marked these levels, right? Because price consolidated, we broke lows, and then these are the areas we range. So once we got back to these levels, you can see this area of supply turned into demand here. So like if they flip the order block, demanded, and now the second order block here, you see, they flipped it into demand, and then on the retest, we just broke right through it. So naturally, you would expect it to act as resistance on the way up. So first of all, Bitcoin has to get above these 2 levels, and then 50.8. So yeah, we talked about that to the upside. And once it passes these levels, right, then we're going to have 53K, which I think it will have no problem breaking, because if we do get momentum, then basically we will just, I think, break this area right here, this little fake resistance level, and then we could spike to 56K. So that's why I'm really holding I would say 85% of my spot. So I haven't sold most of my spot, you know, because I do believe there's a chance, but I'm not gonna like say I don't believe there's downside. There's a downside chance either. So on the downside, we have very interesting levels. So that's why I'm just waiting patiently just to see how it plays out. And you know, I'm already holding spots, so if we go up, you know, I'll just look for intraday setups, you know. But for the downside, we have a very clean order block over here. Let's see how it looks on the white screen. All right, it looks very bad, so let me just turn it black. All right, that's a little bit better. So yeah, we have that order block here, right? So this 40K area for 40.4K. So this is big picture, by the way. The big picture. You can see in this range that we spent, I would say, a very large portion in. This was about, what is that, 80 days of ranging. You see this 40.3, 40.6 K level was very important for me because I've had it marked since like the first breakdown, and it was just my levels that I was playing. So we made a clean 12-hour order block here. So that would be where I would first start to get into some longs here. You see this right at my level, so it's just perfectly patient to just wait here and take a long. And then right after 40K, you have this order block here that still has not been tested. Okay, so that's just two levels that I'm gonna be looking to play. So 38Ks as well. And then the last hope for me is my equilibrium, and then after my equilibrium will be this candle. So like, if you guys remember, we had this candle that squeezed everybody or a lot of people when we broke 35K. So we haven't really tested that. So I think if we close below 35K, then it would just mean to me that we probably are in a bear market. And that's just gonna be my opinion. And at this point, if we do get below here, I would just be like, you know, pretty upset because maybe I would not have hedged. But I guess maybe the safest hedge for me would probably be if we lose 40Ks. So if I see 40K start to be resistance, I'll start to look for some hedges, you know. But yeah, there's still a lot of time left, and if we do get downside, I'll be ready, you know. I'll just be ready to play the downside. So you always want to have some capital ready just to play these dips, just in case we get them. Because maybe we don't even dip, right? Maybe this is just consolidation right here. Maybe we do test 42K, and maybe we don't even get to these levels. And then, you know, we still got work to do on the way up. So yeah. Downside targets, just be ready. Anything can happen. We saw the other week what happened. The big nuke. So yeah, let me just read the chat for a bit. I've been talking too much. So I think it's time to start seeing what the chat is up to. So how do you guys plan to play this? Are you guys long now? Did you enjoy this post-May crash range until last 31 kip? Almost every guy said this is scalper's paradise. What's your opinion? Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you where I did really well trading the price action on the chart. So basically, he's saying that I enjoy the dump, right? Yes. So in this area, I would say, so from here, let's get white. So this whole area, I was doing very well because the volatility was good, and it was just more so like range trading. So I did well in this area. And then once we got to this area, I was just a little bit less aggressive. But I still took positions, and then, you know, if you've been around, this is the area that, like, I was ready to just go crazy. I was ready to just bet a lot and lose a good percentage, probably 10% loss, because, you know, the risk to reward down here was just tremendous. But we took profits too early, you know? Took profits too early. All right, so yeah, let's just look at the price now. So yeah, like we wicked into equilibrium. So I don't think I'm gonna be aggressive in this area, because like I said, I think I took like a day, 2 days. I just been, you know, relaxing. I took probably one trade or a couple of trades. I took a trade on Serum. We longed that Serum play from like around 10%. I mean $10. Like, I think I was longing in this area right here, and then we just rode it all the way. So I took profit like 13.20. I got out this position. It was a spot trade. So yeah, that was the only trade I took, because I think Bitcoin just requires too much focus. So yeah, I'll be ready to trade Bitcoin. I'm long on AVAX 1 and oh my OMG. So yeah, AVAX to me, I think it looks good. It had the similar price action to Bitcoin, and we just nuked right above it. So there's like a little 30-minute block here. So you can see how, all right, let's just leave both levels. So you see over here that there's this 30-minute block, right? So this is how it looks on a 30-minute time frame, and we nuked right through it. And now we just, like, when you go to the 5-minute, you see once we got above it, it just kind of held. So you would expect this area to hold, because like these are like, you know, cheeky long plays you can take for scalps, and then you get invalidated below here. So like if I'm looking to scalp AVAX, I'm just gonna wait down here and then put, you know, a risk over here and then target the highs, maybe even get out the highs, because like the highs would be 4.5 R. You know, you could even put a tighter stop loss, even if you're targeting a 2R would be here. So these are all good setups, because one, you have the 30-minute order block that you expect to turn into demand, and then two, if you do take a long here, then your invalidation would be if the 30-minute closes below here again. So like if we got a 30-minute candle that closes below here, you could just get out. So yeah, there's some good risk to reward plays there, and it is still like in an uptrend. I guess it needs to close above this, but yeah, AVAX looks good. Somebody said long from 46 380. So you just long Bitcoin up here. So you bought the rip. That's what's up, bro. I hope that rip trade works for you. I think a tutorial would take too long, to be honest. Ape Trade has a lot of good videos on that. So VWAP 45.6. Let's look at some data on FTX. Let's see what they're doing. So yeah, FTX is longing. Like, well, wow, they were actually underwater. That's interesting. You see, they were underwater and they just added to longs. So it looks like FTX is buying FTX. Sam. I guess he's taking some profits at equilibrium, and then the short closing at equilibrium. You can't make this stuff up. So we marked that range equilibrium. So the short was closing up here, and then longs were taking profit. So I would say the short had his stops here, and he just stopped out. That's why he closed the position. But yeah, I think I'll stream for probably 30 more minutes, maybe, just to look at price action on the daily. And price is going up now. Let's see how they're gonna do it. So yeah, I want to give a shout out to my sponsor, because they are, you know, sponsoring the stream, Delta. Yeah, this is a futures perpetual platform, and if you do like these type of streams, I usually do live trades, but today I just, you know, I want to get back into the trading, so I'll just watch price action for a good 6 to 8 hours before I take position. So yeah, use my ref link, sign up, trade, tell me how it goes. Don't lose money that you can't afford to lose, and you know, use risk management. So don't be an ape. Risk management is how you survive these markets. So that's even something I tweeted about, my recent tweet. A lot of people can relate. Wait, hold on, not this. All right. So the problem with most crypto traders is that they try to 100% their account in one trade but end up getting liquidated. Then they repeat the process thinking this time is different, but in the end it's not, and you will get greedy again and you will get wrecked. So because no matter what type of trader you are, on a move like this, if you're using high leverage and you know you're not using a stop, you're done over here. Like, finish, finito, bye. Like, there's no way you survive this on high leverage. So if you are gonna degen, just degen carefully, and I always say degen with a small percent of your stack. So yeah, this is the 5 second, the 5 minute candles here. Oh, 4.6. See, my equilibrium was $14 off. It was supposed to be 4.6472. So that was my equilibrium, 4.6472. This is 9.1. That makes a huge difference, because there we go. See, like they're almost near perfect, to be honest. Like 46.462. So the equilibrium perfectly. So yeah, like I said, the plan for me would be to, you know, continue waiting until I see some heavy selling or heavy buying, and we're just gonna hold spot, and I'm gonna be ready to long from 38 to 40, and then if we do get to 42s, then I will also be interested to take some intraday setups at 42Ks. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be patient for. But as for intraday, you know, I'm just gonna be scalping intraday. So yeah, that's just an indicator. I don't even know, to be honest, what the indicator is. I do not. It's like this. This is just like any other oscillator. It's just like, it looks fancier, but it's like an oscillator. So like, let's see RSI. All right, not RSI strategy. So if you look at the RSI, it just looks similar to this. So it's an oscillator. Nothing fancy. I don't even use it. I don't even use the candles. I don't play the candles at all. So it's just like there. What do I have on spot? So I had Serum, but I just switched into the stable coin on FTX. So I was long Serum on spot, and I caught it from like, I would say like around 10, mid 10, like low. So like I sold at 1320, 1340. So I caught a nice spot move on this. And yeah, I'm just waiting to see what else I could long on spot on the alts. But I want Bitcoin or at least Solana to give me direction. So like for me, I'm gonna watch Solana because maybe like, you know, it starts outperforming, but I'm gonna wait until we get a flip of 182. So until then, I'm just gonna wait, like something like this, and then upside, because it's like there's resistance up until 190. So there's no point to just long. I want to see some confirmation first. But on a dip, I'm gonna be looking at these areas on Solana. So like, if we are gonna come to 150 to 140, I'm just gonna be looking to buy it because the breaker here and a lot of touches. But even here, like I had this trade. I remember taking this trade. Like, look at that. GG. GG. But yeah, I'm gonna be watching Solana, Bitcoin, because I think these will be strong coins on the dip. But we're just gonna want to wait for confirmation, because at the end of the day, nobody really knows what's gonna happen to Bitcoin. Trust me. Like, unless you are controlling these markets, like you really don't know whether we're gonna start a bear market or the bull market's gonna continue. You can just only wait at your levels and make decisions then. So yeah, I talked about AVAX. I already mentioned AVAX. So yeah, as expected, there's some confluence at that equilibrium level. So I hope you all know why I have this 46.4 or 5K level mark. Does the chat know why? Have y'all been like listening, or y'all just listening to the music? Look strong. Yep. This is a impulsive move up. So shorting is just scalps here with lower time frame, like 30-second time frame. If we look at the 30-second time frame, we still have bullish consolidation. So even trading this on very, very, very low time frames, there's like no real setup. It's just bullish consolidation. So the only person was if you shorted that equilibrium blindly, and you could have made a profit, but even doing something like that is dangerous. So nothing really optimal here. And now the selling starts, or at least, yeah, some. All right, so we'll make it higher, because you can see right here, somebody sold 60, about 90 Bitcoin at market on FTX. So if we want to track them in the order books, that was a short opening. You can see right here, short open, right? Shorted over here from 46 threes, opened a fresh short. All right, so we can try to spot him and see what he's gonna do now. So 6 million position, let's see what happens to him. This is him right here. So these are just areas that you can scalp, lower time frames. Like if I'm scalping, you can go now to the 30-second time frame. You know this guy shorted here, so you can look for a stop, get in, or get in over here with tight stops. And you know that there's going to be volatility because the daily's about to close. So it won't be hard to get in and out of the market. Like 30-second time frame, you have 5R, risk a small percent. People's talking about 300 leverage. You guys are crazy, bro. You wouldn't even last a minute. You just get liquidated. So if you 300 leverage something, you're getting liquidated around 0.20. So that's like what? I guess it's like a $90 move. You're being liquidated. The site for footprints is Exo Charts. So yeah, it'll be interesting to watch real time what this short got planned. See, like he opened a fresh short. You know, he doesn't care. So let's see if they make him puke, or is he going to keep adding above here? So yeah, daily session is closing. Maybe we can look at higher time frame, like higher time frames. All right, so I got these levels. I don't think. All right, so daily level or the daily. See the order block here on the daily. $44 threes, so it's acting as support. 47K up here, and you can see its resistance. So yeah, looking at the daily time frame gives you like a bigger, like a clearer picture sometimes, you know? So like we had the demand here, right? We broke out, retest, two retests. Wick above, close. So now we just found our daily level that must hold. 44K, 43.8. Must hold, all right? And then after this, I mean, of course you'd want to be bidding over here. Daily breaker. We had the first break over here and we have not retested this area. So 35 to 36K. So yeah, I just like to be prepared for major dumps. So like, I like to plan ahead and just wait. And then we have 29K. So I want you guys to look at this candle over here, because this is really one of the most important candles. This candle over here. And this happened on, wow, January 2nd. So that's the yearly candle. So like if you look, the yearly, we broke highs right away. Retested yearly, retested. We're gonna move right. Wick, rebound. So yeah, now we have the bigger picture. If we get down here, if we break this level, you're gonna see courses everywhere on Twitter You're gonna see paid groups everywhere because a lot of people don't like to trade the bear market, and I understand why. Another dump, and I would sell my car to long BTC at like 40, 42. Shit, that's like that's commitment right there. 40, 42. All right, so 15 minutes until the daily. We know that FTX is building up shorts. We're gonna look at. Let's see. Let's just look at their books. All right. See how their books are. So right now they're playing both sides of the bid. So nothing really aggressive over here. You can see like pre-pump, someone had their wall sitting and he got filled. Look at that, beautiful. So this guy put the wall up here, filled right at the top. So 46.5. Shorts liquidated on this move up, the apes. And yeah, they're just kind of delta neutraling. Oh shit, and there we go. Back down right off the equilibrium level. So I think that breaks some type of structure. Let's just look at it. So this is the first level you want to see hold, which was I guess this is 12 hours of price action. So I guess today's price action. TPO, POC, single print. So yeah, 45.8 has to hold. And then we can talk about breaking that 46.4 level. So even based on like TPO, you can take like I guess you can say you can add confluence to your position, because you see like we basically had POC today at this level here. Maybe if we increase the tick, let's see, 100, similar level, 45.9 to 45.8. That's the level that you're gonna want to see hold if we come down now. And I mean, you can invalidate right below there. So like if you're even longing here, you can invalidate below. I don't take these type of positions unless I'm really watching the order books, but I'm not really on it. So POC is like around here. So if you take something like this, you can try to target a high. It's like good risk to reward. And like when I do these big risk to reward, like even if it goes up 1% and I don't like the trade, I can get out for 1 hour. So, but I mean, if this is supposed to hold this POC level here, right? We had the single print from yesterday. We consolidated towards the daily close over here, right? See, W daily's closing soon. So towards the end of the day, we broke back above. So if it was bearish, lower time frame, we should have rejected. But then again, we saw how it looked on the chart. This was a nice Dalai Lama. And, you know, these levels aren't my type of style, but if you're scalping, you can even, like, you know, because you know you're wrong if we start breaking below here, because we shouldn't break below 45.7 unless it's a scam wick. And if you're really patient, you can just sit down here, because this was the break of the structure. And this would be the best risk to reward. So yeah, it's all, I think a lot of it has to do with patience, you know. Just need patience. And like people always ask me about scalping. I would just, so like I tell people, I recommend to use another account when scalping, and just like, you know, straight, no emotion, just risk. Like, so if you have a 10K account, right, and this is just for a challenge, like not financial advice, I just want to say that this is not financial advice, but if you do have a 10K account, you could, you know, risk like 2% of that and just go crazy, you know, on lower time frames, market in, market out, high risk to reward. Like, there's a trade that I took literally off the 30-second time frame. Was it this? Okay, I took this off the 30-second time frame. This was when it was really volatile after the nuke. So like, I just want you to see, like, when you scalp the 30-second time frame, you just be in and out. So like, over here, I was waiting. I saw the break of structure, right, on the 32nd. And once we pulled back here, I just, you know, shorted this shit. And I said, if price comes back above here, I'm just gonna mark it out. It's really that simple. And then you can see it was like good risk to reward, $100, $200. After that, I think I took another one. This one was really good. Like this one, like you can see right here, 15-second time frame. This was kind of different. So this setup here, like I spotted something. So I saw something and like literally, you know, degened it up. So I think that was like my last Bitcoin trade. Yeah, this was my last Bitcoin trade here. September 8th. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, like yeah, 3 days. That was my last trade. So like if I'm scalping this, then I'll just wait to see how price looks here. Because if you take a short here, you could just close above here, but you can target like, you know, like we take a short here and you close above here, or even if you plan to re-enter above here, you know, targeting that POC level is 5R, you know. And if you enter up here, where, so like if price wicks up here and you see reversal, you could just enter and like literally you can just stop yourself out like one tick above. Like just look at the risk to reward. So like you take many of these trades on a practice account and just have no emotion, because you know you're not risking much in and out of trades. I do like this song here though. So yeah, I think I don't even know how long I have after the daily. Let me see, because I do have to go. Okay, so maybe like I'll stay 5 to 10 minutes after the daily, and then yeah, just got stuff to do. But I do plan to get in the Bitcoin groove. Scalping, I'll just wait. FTX, what are they doing? Let's just look at FTX, because remember they were opening shorts, so we watching them here. So nothing is really obvious over here. Like you see, they have walls ready at 42.7. So the person that has his walls up, he just doesn't really care. He's just gonna leave them. And then upside they have, yeah, so not much right now. All right, so if we go to Coinbase, so yeah, Coinbase is just ready to buy the dip. They got Michael Saylor ready to buy the dip. Like, just look at that. they do not want the bull market to end. Look at that. They're not playing. So they're gonna buy all the scam. They don't even care if that shit goes to, what is that, 20K. After 20K, that's it, it's over. Goodbye. But like you can see, they're ready. Even on the upside, they have so yeah, a lot of longs underwater. So it's gonna be a very, very, very interesting week come crypto, you know. So 5 minutes until the daily, and let's just see how it plays out. I mean, if I was in the mood to trade this right now, first I'm gonna wait over here, over here, over here. So these three areas. 45.3 would be the last chance right here. So 45.3 is really gonna be the last chance to hold if they do mean revert. Oh yeah, somebody asked, do I have any long-term positions right now? Just Bitcoin, to be honest. I'm just holding Bitcoin, and I have some Ethereum, which I just use for transactions, and I have some Solana. But I would say I'm ready to buy the dip. But if we do dip on Bitcoin, then I would be taking a loss. I'd give back some profits, which is fine because I feel like there's gonna be a dip, but I don't know if the bull run is over just yet. But yeah. So 85% in a spot position. So if we do dump, I have some spot hedged near the top, so it won't be as bad. So somebody said look at FTM. So this is Bitfinex. I don't think the liquidity is good there. So let's look at Tether. So yeah, wow, this thing ran, didn't it? Wow, sheesh. 350%. Damn, that's a lot. All right, so FTM. Below here it's over. I mean, unless you want to do like go right here and then I think the chart on FTM looks clean. But yeah, I would, if I'm gonna long FTM, I would just wait, just patiently, because we're downtrending, so you don't really need to punt unless we so like here's the downtrend candle. Unless we break above, start forming some structure, and then you could just catch a long with invalidation. But I would just be patient. Like I'm being patient on many coins, because if Bitcoin does puke, then I think you know, there's gonna be a lot of good opportunities to catch some dips. So 2 minutes until the close, we got some shorts, and there's the hourly candle. We ran this high. This is, what is that? 2 days ago, we ran that high, and we just reversed right away. So that's not the best sign, because you would have wanted it to close above that equilibrium level. All right. Yeah, so yeah, you have a good point. So no one knows what's going to happen. Absolutely no one. Unless, like I said, you know, you have very good quantitative edge, and you know, some people do, but it's very hard to get that edge. You can just only take, you know, risk and play your levels. So like a lot of stuff is still looking in a downtrend to me. like I see a lot of people bullish, like people really are bullish, and I mean, I guess above 42K it's still bullish, so yeah. But to be like overly bullish, I don't know, I just think it's stretching it. I think if we close above 50.6, then you can get bullish. But until then, we still got a long way to go, and like I like to just look at the worst case scenarios. Okay, so we have the daily. The daily just closed. Bitcoin. All right. What are the boys at FTX doing? So yeah, I'll end the stream soon, but before I end, I'll just give one last summary higher time frame, and yeah, that'll be it, and we'll see how this week plays out, because I think it's going to be a very interesting week, because even the SPY, which is rebounding now, but it's still, New York session hasn't started, so SPY is also not looking the best. All right, so Bitcoin. So yeah, like I said, trading in this intraday, maybe I will take a trade, but I won't take any trade until, like, if I'm gonna long, it's gonna be here, 45.3, and I'll just wait. Like, it'll be more so a reaction trade, because maybe I can take a long here because it's yesterday's POC, but that's not my high probability setup. We'll just wait. The recent dump was caused by the El Salvador situation. They got front ran on and then dumped on, so I don't see it as bearish signal. I mean, that's just theory. Nobody really knows why. Like, market was just long overdue. And El Salvador, they probably don't care. Like, it'll be funny if we do nuke and that was the top. Like, just imagine how much like shit that president will get. You bought the top of the 2021 bull market. You lowered your your country by like 50%. And that's something I don't understand. Like, if you're a president, like, and you bought some Bitcoin, like, why would you even say you bought it? You know? Like, what is that really going to do for your country? Nothing. They don't have no stop loss, bro. They're probably holding right now, just like, yeah, it's gonna go to 100K. Don't worry. Did Elon tweet again or something? Emote. Elon tweet pump. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna wrap the stream in about 7 minutes, but yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna be waiting patiently. I'm gonna see if the bulls can get above 47.3. So like, if price comes above here, I'm not gonna really blindly short this level because we can go above here. But if we do get above to 48.8, 49, then I'll take some aggressive shorts here, and then, you know, just patiently look for some opportunities on lower time frame. And hopefully we do pump. Hopefully we go to like 51K. I would like for it to happen because I'm holding spot. So if we pump, I will make some money. If we dump, I'll lose some, but hopefully try to make it back. And yeah, so I'll talk a bigger picture. And then that's about it. I appreciate all you guys for joining the stream. And yeah, you know, thanks for just hanging out, chilling. We'll probably get another stream later this week. So yeah, these, if you missed earlier, these orange zones over here, these are the order blocks. And now we're just, you know, probably gonna range in it, but bigger picture, I'm gonna be looking to play some aggressive longs here because I believe that around these areas, this is the closest you're gonna get if we are going to continue the bull market. So around 35K, and that's pretty much the closest you will get to getting the best risk to reward, because at this point, if you do believe we will get 35K, you know, let's just see the risk to reward. Like, let's say you buy the dip. All right, and I'm gonna end after this, but let's just take a look at the risk to reward you got if you buy the dip on a nuke. This was something funny, by the way. I showed Adam this. So like, this is what Adam said. He's like, I closed my main trading account to fully shift focus to crypto, as I feel like there is too much stuff I consistently miss out on. Also sad to inform you, this is the top of pretty much everything. Like literally, that's hilarious, but it's funny. Called it, bro. 12 hours later, bear market. So yeah, let's just look at it. So once again, we have this beautiful order block zone here that I will be scaling in. And then here is the final stand for me. This level right here. If price comes to this area, around 35, 36K, I don't want to see price spend too much time here. So it got to be quick. And if you're going to long in this area, your stop could be below, I would say, 31.6. And you can target 56 easy over here. So swing trade, it's a good setup. Like, you can risk, like, for me, I would probably risk like 5 to 10%. So 5 to 10% of my account here, maybe 5 to 10%. And yeah, the closer you get to that 35K level, you know. All right, that's all. And I hope everyone in here trades well. And you know, I'll be looking for intraday setups tomorrow. So hopefully we get some good price action. But I do think it's gonna be a very, very interesting week. And yeah, I will be replaying this stream on my YouTube. So if you aren't already subscribed, go subscribe to the YouTube. Over here, that's the link. The video will be uploaded there. And then yeah, like, if you haven't tried Delta, just go try Delta, because they are sponsoring the stream. And you know, if you guys want more stream, you got to support the stream, because you know, they sponsor it. I need results, and you guys can give me the results to continue streaming. So hopefully you guys check out Delta, and don't risk any money you can't afford losing. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. GG. Hopefully we pump, and let's see how this week plays out. See ya. Peace.